What's good, YouTube? It's your boy CarolinaStylez, and I am back with another Carolina Talk video. Sorry that it took me so long, guys, because I've been going through some things. I'm still going through some things, but I know I had to get these videos out because I actually had a couple people, you know what I'm saying, hit me up and actually come and talk to me, ask me when I'm going to do another video. And this topic right here is something that I need to hear. Now, don't get me wrong. When I do these videos, I take heed to what I say. Sometimes you can preach it, but you can't take your own advice in. And that's one thing that I had to learn how to do, is to take my own advice in, especially with this topic here today. And this topic we're going to be talking about is forgiveness. So let's get into this video. Basically, it's easier said than done. A lot of us do not forgive. We don't forget, but we also don't forgive. And because of the simple fact that we don't forgive, we still hold on to hurt and burdens in our life, and we don't overcome things, and we still go through the same obstacles because we're still holding on to the past when we need to be forgiven and healing from our past so we can be better in our present and we can have our blessings come in our present and our future. And a lot of us don't really do that because it's hard for a lot of us to forgive. And it's hard, but I promise you, once you forgive your past from what they have done to you, you'll be a whole different person. And I want you to understand this before I get into the actual definition, the general definition of forgiveness. You don't have to hit the person up and let them know that you fully forgave them for what they did in your life. Now, it takes a different type of person, a strong person, to do that. But sometimes certain people, sometimes people don't care, or they don't move on from the situation. They let it go. And sometimes you just need to do that within your heart. You need to forgive a person within your heart. You don't never have to let this person know that you forgave them. Long as you forgive them in your heart and you move on from the situation, God will bless you for that. And he will also let you know that you have completed your lesson. And you can move accordingly after you forgive a person. I done had a lot of people disappoint me and hurt me in my life. A lot of people. And I'm learning. Still to this day, I still have a couple people, but I'm learning. I forgave most of the people who hurt me in my past, because if I don't forgive them and I hold on to that pain, I'm only damaging my future, and I'm not fully learning from my mistakes in my past. And I gotta get over this lesson, because everybody's not the same. Everybody's not gonna do you how they did you, and I had to realize that not one person is the same. Some people really got good intentions in their heart. But if you haven't forgive the past, you're going to hold them accountable for something that they never done. And you could potentially lose a person because you're holding somebody else accountable for somebody else's actions. Just remember that. So basically, a lot of people have forgiveness. A lot of people take forgiveness in a different meaning than a lot of people. If you get what I'm saying. Forgiveness means different to different people. But the general definition of forgiveness is letting go of that resentment and that anger you have towards somebody. It's easier said than done, like I said. And honestly, forgiving somebody is the first process in the healing process. It's the first thing in the healing process is forgiveness. Now, you might have people who done you wrong, did you dirty. You know what I'm saying? Saying if a relationship, somebody done cheat on you, did you the ultimate dirty. You know what I'm saying? Disrespect you verbally, mentally abuse you, physically abuse you. Understand, they have to answer to God. You don't have to hold them. You don't have to hold them accountable. God's going to hold them accountable for their actions. Everybody. And when you get older, as a child, your parents are responsible for your sins. When you get older, you become responsible for your sins. So anything that you do negatively and bad, you will have to hold that accountable to God at some time. Just because it doesn't happen to you right then and there, it might happen a year from now, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Might happen 2 hours after you do it. Might happen 2 minutes. God's going to hold you accountable for what you do. And just because they did that to you, you don't have to hold them accountable. If I don't forgive them, I'm holding back my blessings. And you don't forgive a person for them. You forgive a person for you. So you won't hold that resentment and that anger inside your heart. So you won't take it out on the next person. You have to realize that just because one person did this to you doesn't mean that other person is going to do that to you. When we don't forgive people for what they done to us in our lives, we are holding the other people accountable. So whatever they might do or say that this other person who hurt you or offends you said is triggering something in the back of your head. Since you haven't forgave the person, it's triggering in your heart and in your head that they are about to get ready to do the same thing that this other person has done to you. and then you take it out on a good, innocent person. Sometimes we just need to take a step back and realize what we're doing and realize the stuff that we're doing wrong, and just take a rain check and step back and figure it out, and not hold other people who want to be cool with you accountable for basically what the other people that you used to hang with have done to you. I do not hold people who I hang with today accountable for what people used to do, how people used to act and treat me from middle school and high school. I don't hold people for that. And just like I don't hold anybody who comes into my life, what happened in my past, I'm not going to hold that against you. It's just something that we got to understand, that everybody is different and everybody can change, especially men. Females, you need to realize that you have to forgive these men who did wrong to you and realize there's good men out here in this world. Because you will run off a good male, and men vice versa. You will run off a good female just by thinking all females or all males are the same. You can really potentially lose your blessing because of what you believe men are. And that's what's wrong with society today. We hold other people accountable because it happened to us a couple times. No disrespect, but even with me, I had to sit back and think: am I the problem? Do I cause this? Do I cause all of this? Am I holding on to my past? Am I causing all this for people to run out my life? Sometimes we got to hold ourselves accountable for that too, and then we got to take the necessary steps to get over it and handle it accordingly. I just wanted to go over a couple of little topics on forgiveness and get y'all to understand that forgiveness is really not about the other person, whoever hurt you or offend you. Forgiving somebody is for yourself. It's for your own peace and happiness. Because without that, you're going to drive yourself miserable, and you're going to lose out on potential relationships, friendships, business opportunities, jobs. You're going to lose out on a lot of things because you're holding other people accountable for other people's actions, which is not right. You got to learn how to take a step back and forgive somebody who done wrong to you, so that way you can receive your blessings in society today. Because you never know who you might run into. But this your boy CarolinaStylez, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, turn that notification button up, come rock with the Styles Gang. Like I said, this video right here will be dropping Tuesday, and I have another video that should be dropping Thursday. Y'all want to hear more of these talks, or y'all want to hear certain topics, just let me know. Drop it in the comment section below, or hit me up on my social media platforms. They will be in the description and also in my bio. It's your boy CarolinaStylez, and I'm signing out. Peace.